My wallet is sobbing. I can hear it. I can hear it in the hall now. It is breaking down, crying.
It turns out that Attila, the arrogant so-and-so, he's got a fake hammer.
Oh, a fake?
Yeah.
Whoa.
As I say, dick.
Welcome to episode 138 of the Your Legions podcast, the one before LegionsCon 25. It's here, guys. We're on the way. Very soon to be on the way, especially Mal, who's going first because he is young, free and single. Rich, extremely jealous.
Not jealous much.
I mean, there's perks to it, but there's also perks to having family and kids and wives.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. Every other week of the year, sure.
Yeah. That's it.
I was up at my mum's in Anglesey for a flying visit at the weekend and a couple of extra days, and it was like, that's all I've got because my leave's used for LegionsCon, so I probably shouldn't try and get a couple more days there as well. I might get in trouble.
Yeah, it's tricky. And I suppose the disadvantage of going so early, Mal, is you're going to need to bring more underpants.
That's it.
So you'll have less space for figures coming back.
Well, the underpants can get left. You don't need to.
That's true, bin them, yeah.
Wrap the figures in them as long as,
there you go.
Wash them when they get back, the figures. Pants.
Yeah, just go back into the drawer and get the really not so great looking pairs. Yeah, they'll do for the few days. Oh man, can't believe we've so many great things to talk about, and we're talking about underpants. Well, anyway, on this episode, it's a busy one. I don't know why we're actually talking crap because we need to get going here. We got our favorite customs from LegionsCon 25, what to look out for, what to buy for, the title of this episode, basically. That's the main focus of the episode. So we know all the amazing things that the horsemen are selling, and you've seen a lot of them on the thumbnail there. That's taken for granted. People are going to be getting them. But the community room is where it's really at, and that's where all the awesome stuff is. So we're going to try and highlight some of that as much as we can. Obviously we can't do everybody because we'd have to started this a couple of weeks ago, but we've picked kind of selected stuff that from people that has piqued our interest, especially Rich put it together, which is the connoisseur of this stuff. If your amazing custom isn't in here and you're like, Rich, why do you hate me? It's probably you'll see Rich waving dollars at you in a couple of days' time because I'd say he has strategically left out a few that might be on his
There's
list.
one or two pieces that I intend going for myself that I didn't want to put in here. Yeah, I can't deny that.
We admire you for that. We really do.
I'm nothing but honest.
Which means we don't need to highlight them. Rich will highlight them after he buys them on a future episode.
Yeah.
And you've already sold it, so you don't need it to be highlighted. We're also going to do a little short segment on how would you follow LegionsCon from home. So try to look at the different YouTube people that might provide coverage. Also Instagram and Facebook, so social media stuff to look out for. It's not a definitive list either. I did put a post in the Cabal for anyone to put their stuff in, and I've included those people and also tried to get a few others myself. We didn't put ourselves in there because, if you're watching this show, you're probably following us, and we will definitely try and put some stuff up, but it depends really on how many beers we have.
That's exactly what it depends on.
And that could be more or less. You could get, if we have more beers, you could get more content, but that might disappear the next day.
Yeah, if anyone's following WIPO on Facebook, it tends to be like, 2 a.m. America time, and it's just like spamming people with stuff. Yeah, it's like, there we go.
Competition or the...
And then we'll finally round out with our picks for the armory. We finally settled on what we're going to go for, and it gives you a basis to laugh at me in a couple of weeks' time for what I actually picked up.
Although I got 4 versions of the same figure, then we can just go like, what the hell?
All with armour.
Although what I will say is that the choices are slightly easier this year. It's a little bit more straightforward. Especially because there's certain things that just don't go with the other thing quite obviously. And I think the way you build the figures is a bit more streamlined, so it should be easier to get a coherent figure, at least, even if it's not exactly the one you want. Let's see. I'll give it a go. But first, did you guys see that Legions Con documentary that the Four Horsemen released?
I did. It was excellent.
Yeah. What did you call it, Richard? The Mal Show?
It was the Mal Show, yeah. You know, he must have appeared, on no exaggeration, 47 times in the hour-long documentary.
I did not see this.
It was just all the time. It's like, oh, and there's a picture of Travis. Oh, Mal's there. There's a picture of Curtis. Mal's there.
I registered I was in it twice. We were all in it in the G-Con part of the recording. And then, talking to Travis quite animatedly.
No, I immediately messaged the boys going, well, okay, Mal clearly jumped in front of the camera whenever he saw it, because he's in it all the time.
I'll have to watch it again, because I didn't register.
It's like when the newsreader, is doing the report outside whatever important place they're reporting from, and there's always this
the guy
person in the background. That's Mal here. No, but honestly, apart from our own self-indulgent thoughts there, I thought it was really well put together.
Excellent.
Extremely professionally done.
Yeah.
Really shows what Legions Con is like in a way. I mean, obviously it's different when you're there, but this gives you a real feeling of how cool it is. And if you watch that video and you haven't been to Legions Con and you think, wow, I must go, you're right. Yeah, because you won't be disappointed. That's, if you get a good vibe from that video, then that's what it's even better than that, I would say.
Yeah. There's also one point, there's a great panning shot of the community room. So they must have been really quite high up. And our table was on the left-hand side of the screen. So I just paused it and called my wife over and was like, look, that's where I'll be stood. Almost like to say, look, I am there. Look, I'm not making it up. There's me and other people. I'm just gone for a jolly to America.
Yeah, I'm working. Look.
Yeah.
But this year you'll be on a chair, hopefully.
For part of it, definitely. My legs didn't
react
react well to being stood up for 9 hours on the Saturday last year.
Nobody likes being stood up. I think it's difficult though to be sat down the whole time too, because you need to try and engage people at the table.
Yeah.
So.
I'll be stood up most of the time, but it'd be nice to just have that chair that I can just go, oh, do you know what? Take the weight off for 5 minutes. Yeah. And unfortunately, there's a lot of weight to take off at the moment, so that doesn't help with the cankles.
Yeah, I feel it. I feel it.
The needing to sit down when I'm hungover the Saturday and the Sunday.
And on Sunday it's a bit quieter somehow, so the chair is more appropriate for definitely.
It is,
Sunday.
yeah.
Right, so that was that. Well done, Horseman, and everyone involved in that. Obviously,
really
awesome people from the community that also did Talking Heads interviews, peppered throughout it. A number of them, about 9 or 10 people. Most of the people would be well known, I would say. We know them all, so awesome to see them get that. We're not jealous, are we, Rich?
Not at all. No, not at all.
Well done to them. Brilliant.
Yeah. Stay safe at Legions Con, all of you.
Right, let's get going. Customs to check out at Legions Con. Right, Rich, it's time for me to hand over to you.
Oh, you boys can pitch in here as well.
But... Oh, we will of course pitch in, but you can drive the car now. Oh, who are these guys?
So, a bit of self-indulgence to start with, but I thought I'd show, the exclusives that we've got at Legions Con. People have heard us talk about these already, but just in case anyone hasn't, we have 12 exclusive head sculpts. Yeah, you heard that right, 12. And we have an exclusive companion beastie little thing. We have 6 dogs, and on the screen here you have the original sculpt and then the painted version done by the amazing Mark Calvo for each of these. So you have a pug at the top left there. You have a basset hound on the right hand there. And then a Rottweiler. And you'll see with these, they're dogs. They're not just dogs. They're dogs with like helmets and this sort of stuff. I wanted them to fit into Mythics. And I'm already working on some for next year because I've really enjoyed doing these, even if nobody buys them. I've enjoyed. Please buy them. But even if nobody does, I've thoroughly enjoyed doing this.
So the main focus here is we're selling the unpainted sculpts.
Yeah, we are.
Clear.
Yes, sorry. Yes.
the painted ones here obviously are showing the potential of what can be done with them.
Beautifully painted by Mark Calvo,
yeah.
these particular ones, aren't they?
Yeah.
Who will also have a table.
If you buy them off Rich, it'll be on Rich's side of the table, these. If you buy them off Rich and you want me to paint them, you can give it to me and I'll paint it for you when I'm back. It might take a little while to get it back to you, but that is an option if you have patience to deal with someone from overseas.
Yeah, and I can confirm John paints them well. Haven't seen a couple of the ones he's done.
Yes, very good.
And also, or just choose your favorite painter from around and give it to them, and there'll be
a few of them about.
Yeah.
Then we have the rest of the dogs. So we have, I think my favourite, let's be honest, despite being a Rottweiler person at heart, I think my favourite is the Dachshund. His little witchfinder hat.
The hat is amazing.
Little cute face, but he's a son of a gun. You can tell that looking at that hat.
Little badass.
Yeah. Then you have the Chow Chow, the bottom left there with an eye patch. I mean, you can barely see the other eye anyway, but he's lost one, so he's really struggling for sight now. But really cool, fluffy big dog. And then you have the St. Bernard with the traditional beer barrel or hard liquor barrel under his chin there as well. Who in my story is a raging alcoholic, but he could be a sober one that just rescues people.
Absolutely.
And then we have the other 6 exclusives. 3 of these will be on my side of the table. 3 of them will be just general podcast ones.
Sorry, just to interject, I just had a really cool idea. The St. Bernard could be one of the servers at the Einstein Marlin, working for...
He could, Mal.
There you go. And
he'd get fired there. They wouldn't make any profits. He'd be like necking.
Well,
2 pints delivered, 1 drunk.
He's got the small batch of whatever that, pay a bit extra for him to give you that.
Oh, like little taste. Oh, maybe tasters. He goes around giving little tasters.
That's it.
Shots out to people.
That's it. Sorry. Anyway.
There we go. No, it's right. Jeremy, you're welcome for the story hints we're giving you there. That's fine. Then here are the other 6 head sculpts. So top left, we have what I'm terming a tribal mask. This is based on an actual Sri Lankan mask from a few hundred years ago. It's awesome. It's got like cobra heads or cobra neck and heads coming up out the top. Really sort of crazy face, big tongue sticking out. Again, all these are the painted ones you've seen on the screen here, all painted by the wonderful Mark Calvo. Really nice one. We have an undead zombie pharaoh in the middle top there. I've got a few of these now commissioned from other people as well. I love the undead Egyptian look, but it's cool. It's got this, big old headpiece that the pharaohs have, screaming mouth, the pharaoh chin piece. Really cool. Then we have what I'm calling the Ancient Warrior, which is based on an Assyrian statue, so a Middle Eastern statue. Really cool hat, huge ornate beard, really cool piece. Then bottom left, we have a Rockman Pharaoh. So this is the bonkers side of my imagination, which anyone listening to the show knows the sort of stuff I come up with. It's Rockmen and it's Egypt. Perfect. Then on the next 2, so the middle bottom and the right bottom, are 2 sharks. So we have 2 prehistoric sharks. So we've got one based on an Adestus, the one in the middle there that's painted blue here, but can be painted grey or whatever colour you want to go for, obviously.
Cosmic that one up.
John is showing one. There we go. Oh, that's looking good.
Very cool.
Can we?
Yeah, there you go. Give the old YouTube.
Yeah, John's fluorescent colours there. There we go. That looks awesome, John. I like that.
Yeah,
he's good.
And this shark is weird because instead of having like normal teeth, it just had 1 row of teeth in the middle of the mouth, up and down. Really
Crazy.
Weird. And then we have another prehistoric shark whose name I can't remember, but he's got he had a fin on the back of his on his back, had a flat top, almost like a marine sort of thing with a few things sticking up, like a flat top haircut as well, sort of thing. So we've moved that at the top of his head, and he's shouting and angry, and again works brilliantly for cosmic as well as mythic. You go grey and go for mythic, or you can go a crazy color like the yellow one on screen and go cosmic on it. So yeah, as John said, unpainted versions of these available, very reasonably priced at table 4, the Eurolegions.
Yeah, and we have the haggis here as well. Dire haggis.
Yeah,
Go Mal.
Yeah, it's a dire haggis. Lovely example painted by Anthony House-Seal, printed by Anthony House-Seal. Very fun, very cool, a little bit quirky. Hope it makes people smile.
Yeah,
and buy
if you want a super weird little companion beastie, this is what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, well, before we go on to Noah there, our table also has a bunch of other stuff. I mean, I have racks of painted heads. I think I counted 110, 115 painted heads I have. Wow. So various stuff. They will be at great prices and deals on multiples. So, get there. A bunch of customs as well. If you look on my Instagram, you'll see some of them. And I have teased a few of them in the Instagram story, but I'm going to leave the surprise to, that far. I'm not going to, I'm really too short of time to take the glamorous pictures that I have done in the past, or the kind of nice ones. But there's a bunch of space pigs there that I took nice pictures of earlier in the year. They're going to be there. So,
Space pigs are awesome, people. Go get them.
Yeah. And you have
space pigs.
You have bags, don't you?
Yeah. So I've got about 80 or so painted heads again. Unlike John, I can't paint for toffee, but I do have some lovely pieces painted by other people. So if there's a particular artist you're looking for and you couldn't get something from them, maybe at Legion's Con, come and speak to me. There's a good chance I'll have something, again, reasonably priced. For them, I got a few custom full figures as well. Got 3 very, very cool, if I do say so myself, dwarves. I've even got a barbarian. It's a very cool one. There's one of those there and some undead guys and that sort of thing. 2 of the things I'll be selling is I have some Von Box unpainted heads. So these are the exclusive ones that Brian Burke and Emil Wickman design as 2 a month every month. They're retired as soon as the month's finished. So these are collector's items and quite rare. And I'm selling them for less than it cost me. So come and fill your boots on those. And then finally, I'm going to have blind bags. So for $10, you get 2 unpainted heads inside the blind bag. Pick a bag, you don't know what heads you're getting, but there'll be 2 awesome heads. Me and my daughter put these all together the other week. She's 13. And I had to pay her for it, but it's cool.
You're already down.
Yeah, but we did it so that we try and avoid putting the same races in the bags and that sort of stuff. So you're going to get 2 different things, and they're from a range of makers. So there's like Wolfkin custom stuff, there's my action figure customs, planetary dog toys, some Jason.
Rare these days.
Yeah, there's some real goodies in there, sort of thing. And it's effectively $5 a head, so $10 for a blind bag.
So come and grab if you're a keen painter, even a custom painter, you want to even just have a bunch of stuff that you can try new techniques on, do new paint jobs. I mean, that's how I learned, was just painting, not really with a specific idea or custom in mind, just more trying stuff. And this is a great way to get some cheap, cool old.
It is indeed. I'm losing money on all this stuff, but it's a great deal for people. So come and
don't play totally poor. I mean, you'll still get more money than if they're just sitting on paint.
Oh, if they're sat in a box, if they're sat in a box in my display room like they currently are, then yes, absolutely.
That's the key to it, isn't it? Is okay, you're not getting all the money back, but you're getting some, and you can reinvest it. And
exactly,
it's better off reinvesting.
If you buy them from me, think you're helping the other people selling in the room, because I'm just going to spend it instantly with somebody else. One other thing as well, sorry, before we go on to Noah, one other thing we'll have at the table, and this is free, so there's no cost involved at all. We will have a Legions puzzle book. Now, we mentioned it briefly a couple of times before.
Yeah.
It's a 20-page A5 rather, booklet. Crossword puzzles, word searches, mazes, including one maze drawn by me, which is horrible, but it's good fun. There's some drawings by me. There's a logic puzzle. There's some rebus puzzles, all sorts of different stuff. Free at the table.
Thousands of pounds worth of content there with Richard's drawings in it.
Do you know what I mean? These could be worth millions in future years. Yeah, so come and get yourself one quick. But they're there. They're free. Come and help yourselves.
And he'll even sign it for
stickers as well, so for free.
And we will have stickers, and I will absolutely sign them. I'll sign that. I'll sign their chests, whatever. I'll sign anything. Let's be honest.
And possibly European chocolate as well. If we can squeeze them into the bag.
Maybe.
Right, Noah Pratt.
Yes.
Composable Table 22.
Because I might buy one of his.
Noah is a great friend of the show. He's a really good guy. I've already promised to have several pints with him at this Legion's Con, because we didn't get a drink together last year, which is a disgrace.
It's crazy how that can happen sometimes.
He had his other friends to play with, though, didn't he? So,
Well, I think he's too upset that John got that custom off him and then just threw the arrow on the floor and broke it straight away. So
That was from Joe.
So Noah is renowned for like dio photography, all sorts of stuff. He's got some wonderful painted heads, which you'll see in a minute. But he's also got some really cool custom figures as well. So there's a left-hand side here, there's a knight. I'm going to get one of these painted heads for this sculpt. I love it. It's just a real sleazy porn mustache knight sort of thing. It's just a really cool one. So I'll be getting one of those, but he's got a full custom with him there. Sort of Odysseus type color armor and this sort of stuff. He's got a very cool cosmic Minotaur there in the middle. He's put a Minotaur head inside a hood, which takes some doing. Yeah, it's a green Minotaur, you're right, Mal, yeah.
He is definitely really good at these hooded heads, getting other heads into the hoods and making them look really cool. It's a kind of a signature thing he does.
Yeah. And then on the right-hand side there, he's got a custom orc, a grey orc, again with a hood and everything else, and some fur pieces and that. So all you barbarian type lovers over there would like that.
It's an orc. We don't like
an
orcs.
He could be a barbarian still. And then here's an example of some of his heads.
I love his head.
Noah's
head,
Caucasian skin paint work, I think, is the best in the Cabal. It's phenomenal. And again, I didn't buy anything off him last year. I don't know what's wrong with me. Hence, I will be buying at least one thing from him as soon as it starts. But there's some cool stuff here. You got some, I think, exclusive dwarf head sculpts there in sort of crazy cosmic colors or normal colors. You've got the smarmy knight. You've got all sorts of cool things.
Smarmy knight, I love that.
Yeah, he's a smart. Look at his face. Yeah. He's like full on smarm. Yeah. And then on the right hand side there, the slightly bigger picture is a really cool. Again, not for me, but a really cool. Oh, Mal's waving one. There you go. Mal's got one already.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Last year.
Yeah.
That's one of the...
Very cool. That's such a good sculpt.
And it's fantastically well painted.
Yeah. And then the right hand there, you got, could be a barbarian, could be a knight with a shaved side of the heads and a chunk of hair on top and that sort of thing. Really good stuff.
He looks like he's taking no messing.
Yeah. Table 22, anything's posable, which is Noah. Fill your boots. Table 16 is where I generally spend quite a bit of money at Legions Con because Brian C apparently can see into my head.
So take a look at these pictures, folks, and see which ones that Brian posted that are not here.
I have no idea what you're talking about, John. So first up on the left, we got a knight. He does some really cool, like grubbied up knight sort of stuff, and I think he works. I think Joseph Connor does a lot of the sort of soft goods and that sort of stuff. So he's got some cool soft goods with it as well. In the middle is full on bonkers Brian sculpt, which is a Aranda goldfish, I believe is what it is. Warrior. So you've got the feet. Sorry, say again, Mal?
I was going to say, I have a feeling he's also going to sell the fish kits, isn't he? Possibly. I might be wrong. Sorry.
I think quite possibly he will. Yeah,
sure.
But yeah, if you want a fully formed fish warrior to go with your fully formed crab warrior last year, then there's one there. And then on the right, you got an awesome knight. I bought a painted one of these heads painted from him last year, which it's a like a cross visor type helmet, but then it's got loads of feathers and ornate stuff coming off the top. And Brian's paired it here with, I think it's a Gideon maybe, but it's got some cool blue soft goods and that sort of thing with it again. So really, really cool looking figure.
It's Gideon.
A few more things. Crabs. Obviously, he's got more crabs. He's got a translucent one here too, which I thought Mal might ask me not
to. Legions Con.
Which I thought Mal might ask me not to put in, but no, it's there, the translucent one, and then there's a chef crab on the right-hand side there.
I like the translucent one, and I really like the darker coloured ones with the red tips, I think. I may... God.
No, you go, Mal.
I was going to say, if he hasn't sold them, I may be coming home with another crab. I'll have to see, because I'm trying to resist customs this year. But,
yeah, Mal and I both got a crab warrior from him last year, and they're such good figures.
Brian gave us crabs. That's what we're saying.
Brian did give us crabs, yeah. We paid him for crabs. In the middle is proof that he's in my head, because he's got a hand puppet on a figure. So it's a knight with a snaky hand puppet thing.
It looks a bit like the snake puppet from Snake Mountain.
Yes.
Oh, it could be actually. Yeah, it's that sort of look actually, isn't it? Yeah,
homage to that.
Yeah. But again, really cool figure, soft goods cloak, just awesome. And then you have a catfish janitor on the far right there. So he's a cosmic one, he's a catfish, and he's got a plunger in his hand. This sums up the sort of customs that Brian does. They're so good. Even if you don't buy anything from Brian, go and look at his customs. He did one earlier today, which was a goblin wearing a bin sort of thing. It's just madness, but in a very, very good way.
Yeah, he should be in the creative industry, as a full-time job. Definitely. I know it probably doesn't pay, but it's amazing.
He's got an imagination, hasn't he? There?
Yeah. And then here's some of the heads that Brian will have. So left-hand side there's 3 different knight ones. There's like a typical Crusader knight thing with a chainmail and a nose guard. There's a really cool one with a full faceplate and like big eyes across it. I'll definitely have to pick one of those up. And then another one which looks like a Crusader mask with again, full faceplate. Then into the crazy. So you have a human wearing a fish head. Almost, you could do it as cosmic, and the fish head is just like a parasite has got hold of the human, and it's that sort of thing. Or it could just be a weird fish cult, which is what I might do with it.
I need one of them.
Yeah, so good. And then on the right-hand side, you have a crustacean hunter type thing. I think the full figure might be there, but I'm not certain on that. But it's basically a character with like a crab carapace head. Use big words tonight. Goggles, and then some sort of wraps around the mouth sort of thing. So it looks like a hunter. 100% I'll be getting one of the heads. It's an awesome, awesome thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, on to the next one.
Table 25, a big friend of the show, Von Burke Studios. Me and Mal skip over there normally to get stuff. John skips over when they've left already for the end of the con and misses out. But yeah, so Brian will have his normal range of stuff, some really cool pieces and this sort of stuff. But he'll also be debuting, and they're not available to buy, I don't think, but there's a Kickstarter coming up. He's got a new action figure line called the Ashen Oath. If you know Brian's stuff, you'll know the sort of things he goes for. It's like gothic armor, vampire look. It reminds me a lot of the things in the Riddick film. So the second one of the with Vin Diesel. It's that sort of undead gothic armor sort of look to it. But these look brilliant. And Brian's going to have some painted prototypes and that sort of thing at the show. So do go over and have a chat with him. And Roberto. Roberto's on Brian's table too. Roberto's great. He'll talk your ears off. He's a lovely guy. And that's table 25. Table 45, another one where I've been known to spend a bit of money in the past. I've already pre-ordered 2 painted heads this year. Is our friend Blaze Bear. Table 45. So he'll be with Anthony and Velez and Reynolds Cruz. The 3 of them sort of share 2 tables.
It's an awesome table, isn't it?
It's an amazing table. It always is great. Yeah. Left-hand side, you've got an undead Templar guy, some lovely weathering and rusting on the helmet and the shin and that sort of stuff, and some soft goods and then some skelly parts. That's really cool. In the middle, you have a Rorschach tribute, which is really, really good. Yeah. Using lots of like Ghost of Jacob Marley parts and really cool head painted that, like Rorschach and the hat and everything like that. And then on the right-hand side of the 3 figures, there's a very ornate knight. Again, I think using Gideon stuff. But loads of bright blue soft goods and a blue flaming sword, and it comes with an extra helmet as well. So very cool one. And then the far right is only the head, but there will be a full custom to go with this. And this is going to be ogre scale because I've got that head and it was only available in ogre scale. And the head's amazingly painted. It's I'm going to do it as a vampire, I think, but it's Blaze has done it as an ogre. Really cool sculpt. It's by Jeremy somebody
Wilson?
Who stopped doing. Yes, thank you. Who stopped doing the stuff now. But yeah, there'll be a full custom ogre for that.
I think Jeremy Wilson still does the sculpting for Noah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, does he? Ah, okay.
I think maybe he doesn't sell prints anymore. Maybe that's what he's
Perhaps doing more.
Here's a selection of Blaze's heads.
Yes, selection of painted heads. I won't go through them all, but there's a really cool human knight on the top left there. It's from something. I don't know what, but it's from something. It looks like a Dungeons and Dragons type.
It's Dragon's Lair or something like that, a computer game.
Okay. very cool. A very long chin. You know, if you have a long chin friend who likes this sort of stuff, buy them the head sculpt. Underneath, you have an exclusive to their, I believe it's exclusive to their table. I think they have painted and underpainted. And it's a bit like the King and the Mountain from Lord of the Rings. It's that sort of thing with a giant crown. This one's painted blue here, sort of thing. There may be a different color painted one that I left off this because I quite fancy that one. You've got a Shadow Walk there, really cool figure. There's a Harley Quinn figure in the bottom middle there. There's a Demoness head to go with Zarya's body. There's a Medusa. Blaze does some amazing Medusas. He put one up, I think, yesterday, a full custom figure Medusa, which it looks amazing, but we'd already done the slides for this. Then he's got a wolf, a two-tone wolf, so it's got orange and white sort of thing. Just some really cool pieces. Go to Blaze's table. It's got some great stuff. Mal, were you going to come in and say something there?
I'm just fighting the urge to message Blaze about Harley Quinn.
This is what I do. I help people spend money.
Sold.
Yeah, it's a brilliant figure too. Then we have Alexander's table, so Drunk Gizmo Customs. This is next to My Boy's Going to Kill Me, so try and avoid those guys. But Alex's stuff is amazing. He's got a tavern here, which is the one on the left. Very cool. You know, Iron Samal and this sort of stuff. She got the stone floor and half a stone wall, half a cladding sort of wall, and a couple of windows. Alex's stuff normally comes down as well, so you can sort of ship it back and that sort of stuff. And then on the right hand side, you got a couple of tables too. So he's doing a few long tables as well for beer drinking and the like sort of thing. Mal got one of his tables last year. Mal, you loved it, didn't you? So
yeah, really.
We can highly recommend the quality.
And I'm very tempted to, if he's selling those little wooden tables, like in-style tables, I might pick one of them up ready for when Horror of Iron Samal is shipped.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try and maybe get a Dio piece or see if it can be broken down this year and just get it shipped back by our good friend Brett. Surprise, Brett.
More stuff here from...
yes, then he's got like a bigger layout. I think this all comes as one set. So you've got these big, cool, like Gothic gates that look like metal gates with stone pillars. And then a couple, they're not gargoyles, but it's that sort of thing on top of the gates. Yeah, and then there's a low wall as well to go with that. And then it also comes with a well. So a stone well, the well's got a wooden top on it, and the rope and that actually works. So you can like,
whoa. I'm
doing the thing. People who were listening to it, you can't see that, but you can move the lid of the well sort of thing. So it's child friendly as well.
Love it.
But amazing stuff, like really cool stuff.
Jeremy Gerard, I've heard of
Jeremy Gerard. Nobody liked the middle one because that one's sold already because he put it up for a pre-sale the other day and it went.
And the one on the left as well went.
Oh, that's gone as well, is it?
They were the two that I was like, oh.
The one on the left I was very tempted by, yeah. But Jeremy, is doing his 10 years of Legion's customizing table this year. So he'll have loads of stuff from the past, which he may or may not sell. I don't know. If you make him an offer, he might take it. But then there was 10 ones he did for this year, which he is selling. There's a vulture with a reaper sickle thing on the left there, but that's sold. Then there's like a crazy flying monkey thing in the middle. That's sold.
Good. Yeah.
And then on the right hand side, there's a Stavros, wasn't it? The Black Dragon.
That's the one.
Yeah. With like huge big arms, like power builder or power lifter arms, sort of thing. So like a cosmic figure there.
Yeah.
Then we have Eric Miller. Again, I didn't get him from Eric's table last year. I don't know why I missed him and Noah. But there's some really cool stuff. Again, he's not going to have a lot of stuff, Eric, but again, some really cool pieces, some exclusive head sculpts there that Noah will have as well. So the stuff that Jeremy's done. It's like that dwarf with a...
It's a bit like how I missed Von Burke. They were too close. So you thought, right, I better go and get the people that I can't see from our table.
Yeah.
Go over there and get the few things that I wanted off them. And then see Brian over there, see Noah over there. I'll get to them. I nearly missed stuff off Borderland Horde because they were right opposite us.
I did. I had my eye on a couple of painted pieces. And when I finally went there towards the end of Sunday, they'd sold them. I was like, God damn it.
Well, Eric's stuff sells so quickly as well.
Yeah, it does.
It's
and
bonkers.
It'll be quicker again now because he's official painter for the studio. You know, it's rare that you'll get a piece officially painted from the studio.
Yes, I got an Eric piece the first year we went to Legion's Con, so I have and then Eric's painted a couple of bits for me in the past too. So, in fact, I'll have an Eric piece head for sale at the table. So if anybody wants
there you go.
a blue goblin demon-y thing, come and see me. But he's got a range of cool stuff. There's some orcs there painted like the ice orc from Ein Samal, or Frost Orc, whatever it was called. Some undead pieces, load of dwarf pieces. So good range of stuff.
And they got to be color matched.
You'd hope, wouldn't you?
That planetary dog dwarf I've got to get it from somebody because there's a few people selling
top right.
it.
Well, he'd be the one.
Oh, is that the top right one? Yeah. Because Blaze had one of those too, but they're diminishing in availability. They really are.
Yeah, but so much stuff for them, but I never got the head. I don't know how people got multiples of that head, because I always wanted it, but never got it thrown into my order.
I got a shoulder, and that's it.
Maybe
I got Aldrin, and that was it. Yeah.
Mark Calvo.
So good.
Yes. So it's the Mark Calvo show. Mark, an incredible painter, really good friend of the show. We had dinner with Mark last year. He's a good guy. He printed and painted all the exclusive stuff that we've got. So just a taster here. So we've got top left, we've got a crow, red hood, black crow, awesome job. In the middle is one of the exclusive heads that he has that he worked with, I believe Guion, honed axe on that. Yep. So it's like a knight with like a feather styled face mask. Mark's painted one of those for me. They're really good. Top right, he's done a tiger. So tempting, but I've got 2 tigers already. There's only so many tigers I need in my display. 3 tigers already. Bottom left, he's done a wolf, but it looks like a fox. So again, the orange and white, really cool. And then the 3 bottom on the right there, helmets. So he worked with Diego from Mowaway. And these are helmets that fit over the Sir Elijah and the undead heads like that sort of thing. So Mark will have some painted versions of that. I'll probably pick a couple of these up. These are really cool. Then we have more exclusive. So this is all exclusive stuff. I think most, if not all of this, he's worked with Guion on. So you have a cephalopod head with really cool... I'm pointing at my screen. I don't know why nobody can see it. But pauldrons with tentacles coming out the bottom. I'll probably have to pick those up.
They're good.
Those are very cool. Yeah. That's really cool. And the cloak is it's a printed piece, but it looks like a soft goods sort of cloak, sort of scarfy cloak thing in there. Then in the middle there, you've got another knight. I've got a painted version of this from Mark that arrived the other day for something I'm doing. Really cool, pointed, like a jousting helmet sort of thing with huge feathered side bits that go up. And then bottom right, again, Mark and Guion in exclusive. They're doing in Guion. I think we'll have some painted pieces as well at Legion's Con at Mark's table. It's like a dragon sort of knight sort of thing. So the pauldrons are like winged pauldrons. They're very cool. And then it's like quite an angular head sculpt, but then flames coming out the top. And if anybody knows Gui's stuff, then you know that he likes his shaded oranges and that does a wonderful job. So there'll be painted versions of that there. And then full customs that Mark will have. So Mark, wonderful customs. On the left-hand side, you have a hippo sumo type character. This is so good. A hippo head, like just naked apart from a little tassely belt thing around the middle. Very cool. And then Mark will also have an exclusive dwarf head and pauldron set, and this is on the full custom that he'll have for sale. Really cool dynamic crown with big pointed sort of like crystalline sort of things coming up there.
And I think he's pre-sold a few he's done an order for where you could get a painted one of those if you pre-ordered it on his website. So
and then some cosmic customs that he'll have. The one on the left is one of the favorite figures I've seen all year. It's like a space ghoul. So it's using the Biosiptarian or whatever his name is body, but it's painted like orange and yellowy sort of colors.
It's one of the enemies from Doom.
Thank you, Mal.
Yeah, which is then these other 2 guys are kind of like the Doom Slayer from
Thank
Doom.
you very much. Mal, you talk about them. Give my voice a break.
Okay, so in the middle, one that I really, really like, it's a dwarf version. of a Doomslayer basically painted up in the iconic greens of the Doomslayer. Awesome custom helmet and shoulder, I think. Awesome build. You could use it as cosmic or mythic, I think, although the helmet's got a bit more of a cosmic vibe to it. And then on the right is a human version, more cosmic pieces, I think, custom head, custom shoulder, a cool lightning effect coming from, I can't tell if that's coming from the gauntlet or something he's holding. Again, painted up in the Doomslayer colours, so the greens and the yellows and oranges and metallics, and it looks very cool.
Just some really cool custom figures.
Yeah.
If I wasn't scaling back on my cosmic customs a little bit, that one on the left I'd be all over that, but it must be strong. So that was table 72. Then at table 1, we have Matt Stein, however it's pronounced, I can never tell with these things. 13Z Customs. He's was it a self-signed patina prince or something like that? Sorry, Matt, I'm butchering this.
I think Anthony christened him that.
Oh, sorry, not self-styled. Anthony christened him that. But he's got a range of really cool skeletons that he's patinaed up. So you got a Thrasis. Some really good ones. You got a Thrasis there on the left with some glowing red eyes as well. Patinaed shield and weapons and armor and this sort of stuff. You've got a Scally in the middle there, all done up again. Then you have a skeleton raider, and then another skeleton with, I think, a custom helmet and some wings as well.
It looks like that skeleton might be patinaed as well, not just the arm.
I think the whole, I think it's the whole skeleton with that one. Yeah, really cool.
I think he's done a few. I said, yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Then there's more patinaed skeletons here. So you've got a Tuberculi skull, Tuberculi smaller wings, and then the skeleton. You've got a jack-o'-lantern head with the patinaed body, and then you've got a Cyclops skull with the patinaed body. That looks really cool. And these have all got like glowing eyes and this sort of stuff. Then you've got another skeleton with a big dwarf shield and a huge sword, again, all patinaed up. One with a spike.
Or a vampire or elf shield.
All right. Pedant. I'm just teasing. Marley's correct. It is an elf shield. I had in my head elf, and then I said dwarf. Then you have like a goblin shield. It came from one of the goblins, didn't it? The sort of spiky shield and a hellfire goblin sword. And then a couple more skeletons, again, patinaed up. One with a sword and shield, one with a shield and a spear. Really cool, sort of glowing eye effect and everything like that. Matt's done a really good job with these. Then we have Pat Boyle, friend of the show, table 17. Pat does an amazing job turning weapons into wooden weapons. So he's got loads of spears and other staffs and that sort of thing that he's painted them. So the actual staff parts look like wood, and they really do look like wood. And then some wooden bows as well. And then he's got a range of painted heads as well. I won't go through them all, but there's the one that keeps catching my eye is there's a gold one that is from the Excalibur film from the 80s. The bottom picture there in the middle. I can't remember the character's name. It's Arthur's son, who's the bad guy.
Of course, it's the bad guy.
Mordred or something like that.
Oh, yeah,
but
Mordred would be the... Yeah.
But they're really cool. And there's a couple of scaphoid coloured ones too. If anybody's been pining for scaphoid stuff, there is a lot of scaphoid painted pieces since they've announced the scaphoid 2 as well. So fill your boots on that one.
I like the purple Wolf King and the
purple Wolf King's good, isn't it? Yeah,
that's cool. I really like.
And I really like the scaphoid colour one in the bottom left of the bottom picture, sort of thing, with the chainmail head and that sort of stuff. That's
some good stuff there.
Yeah, some really unusual stuff on Pat's table as well. He likes his bright colours and that sort of stuff. So swing by Pat's table 17. Then we've got Anthony. No, I'm just joking. Anthony's awesome. Anthony's amazing. We've got Anthony Houseel's table.
Quite
table
a little
1.
lad, eh?
Yeah. He's sharing this, or Matt's sharing it with Anthony. It's Anthony's table. It's just table 1, the Toy Forge. It's got a range of heads they're doing that went with a game, I think, or an old range of action figures. There's also things, there's dwarves, there's minotaur, dragons, all sorts of stuff. I think they're going to be really reasonably priced too, from what he said. And then on the right-hand side there's the other Houseel, his brother Mark, who will have wine for sale at Legion's Con. He does his Goblin wine. And I've never tried it, but that's available there for sale as well. And Mark will have some Goblin customs and that sort of thing as well.
Yeah, I think, was it based on Battle Tribes or something like this?
Yes,
Tribes?
that's what it is, yes.
I think they're calling it Forge Tribes or something like this.
But some really good, there's like a real range of like pieces and different characters and that sort of stuff.
The obligatory dwarves.
Obviously, it's Anthony. It's going to be dwarves, yeah.
Some goblin/orcs of different types.
Yeah, there's a cool Cyclops in the top right there as well with like a Mohican. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And also something
Here we go.
Glios from these guys. So they're revealing it on 4-ish o'clock this week. I believe Matt's going to be on.
As we record, I think it is being revealed.
So these are Glios figures, Fury's Fire and Fury's Forge. So red, obviously, kind of bright red. And Fury's Fire is a kind of an orky looking one. And Fury's Forge is a dwarf one. And they're going to be sold some at Matt's table. So they're all near each other, Matt, Anthony, all the guys.
And I think some of these heads might be the same ones they've done in Mythic scale as well.
That's it,
Like
yes.
that orc one they definitely have.
Several scales, yeah.
Yeah, and you can see the different setups there.
Heads, yeah.
These are very cool.
He said there'll also be some available at Warlords of War.
That's right, yeah.
Glios table.
In the Glios community, yeah. And so Matt selected the colorway and the parts layoff, and Anthony was involved in the head design part of it. So very cool little collaboration there between those guys.
Yeah.
And they'll come with an assortment of heads and weapons so you can make different styles of the character. So
that's very cool. I love the red coloring. That's a really cool card.
Yeah.
Sorry, Anthony and Matt. I will try and resist because I'm trying desperately not to get into Glios, but these are very cool.
Our buddy Eugene Unick, Table 32. So he sent us through a couple of pics of stuff he'll have. So these is a dwarf and a knight here. Look like they're kind of, it's kind of like stone, is it? Or
I can't see them very well. They're either metallic or stone, aren't they?
Yeah, they're very cool looking though. I like that.
Yeah. Very cool. And then we have head sculpts here. So you see there, he has a full rack of kind of zoomed in. So some of these are repeated, but Eugene always has amazing painted stuff, so you can just get an idea there.
If you want anything Christmassy too, he's got a couple of snitches there, which are the gobbling Grinch ones that I think Wolf King did. He's got two of them there in that picture. It's an amazing sculpt. I've got a painted up one. Really brilliant.
Tempt me with these. He's got stuff there with these with little touches of fluorescence and glowing, I bet, as well.
So if you're looking for Mal, he'll be at table 32.
And of course,
the
shields.
Job with the shields.
Jeff's Kiss, his shields, they're so good.
So I thought these are not available anymore from Planetary Dog. So
they're not.
Eugene obviously had a little back stock of them, stocked up when they were going out of stock. So this could be one of the last times you'll get a chance to get one of these. So definitely get on it.
Oh, definitely getting over there to get one of these.
Yeah,
they are
really
awesome.
Good. So check out Eugene, Table 32, Dr. Grimm's Customs. Dr. Grimlock is King is his name, but I think it's Dr. Grimm's Customs. And close by on Table 30
is Carvar Customs. So Brian and Stacey will be there with that table. They're renowned for their torches and their flames and this sort of stuff. So as a Legion's Con exclusive, they have lots more than this, but I just picked a couple of things out. So there's like a little flaming, I think it's like a stand sort of thing, and you've got the flaming torch coming out, so you can have it lighting up a room or something like that on the left-hand side. And then what has me really excited on the right-hand side, they've got little maps, scrolls, and this sort of stuff. I need that set. It's so good, and it's going to work. Going to work great with any character, pretty much. But particularly if you're doing like an explorer or a traveling party or anything like that.
What I like when you screen grabbed this, Rich, you can see Mal's little like bubble from Instagram.
You can. I tried to cut that out, but it was no way getting past it. His like was there. It's like the Legion's Con documentary.
Do you see your little profile
everywhere.
picture there down the bottom, Mal? Of the picture?
Yeah. I know. Yeah, my little button or whatever they've started doing on Instagram.
So torches as well.
Yeah, loads of torches. Again, I think some of these exclusives on the left-hand side, you got the wall piece and the torch. So there's like a sandstone piece in the top left there, and then more of like a European grey-green stone columns there. Again, I might try and get some of these back. There's a really cool torch in like a metal armor type sort of holder. So if you think like any pirate films where these people are up in cages, and they turn to skeletons, is that sort of thing. And then much to Mal's delight, I'm sure there's a cosmic robot there. He's going to have some painted versions of this, but he does the little, is it Charbot, does he call it?
Yeah,
Charbot,
that's the Charbot. I've got him. I just haven't painted it yet, and I've still got I've got a bunch of parts, but if they're doing more parts, I might well buy more parts for me Charbot. I will get it painted eventually.
Yeah, and Brian is a total machine, so he's like revealing new stuff every day nearly. So if you follow him, either his personal page or his posts in the Cabal, there is loads of stuff.
Yeah, and to set his own convention up for next year.
He did,
CarverCon. So CarverCon, next year. And just a really nice guy too.
Yeah, good people.
And then table 14 is Chris Ferrone.
Before we carry on, can I, a special mention for Erum Nodge, or John Moore, as he's also known. He's got some very cool stuff going to be on the on Carver's table. To put,
he's got those little spider droids, hasn't he?
Yeah, and he's also revealed a lower body that's basically like the spider droid that you can plug your cosmic or mythic torso onto. So I've got to see if I can get that home without breaking it.
I saw your excitement over that one, Mal. It's like, that's perfect for Mal.
Need.
So Chris is a great friend of the show. Sim sort of row to us. Table 14, Mythic Bits. They go under. He's got a couple of Dio piece type things here. So on the left hand side, you've got a snake man, which again made me immediately look at it. But the stone outcrops and then a big background piece there. And then they've got it's like a column sort of thing, but it's got like a glowing crystal rock type thing in the top, and they have different colors of that as well. And it's a good size. It looks like a good 12-inch sort of scale piece. Good 12-inch. Yeah. So that's there as well.
Yeah, Chris always has great stuff, and
he does.
Always trying to,
and only really reasonably priced too as well.
Super creative as well, isn't it? The stuff he does.
It is. Yeah. Then we have Josh Brown Customs. I love Josh's stuff, and he's a really nice guy. I chatted to him last year. He's going to be in table 81, which is in the hallway. Don't forget the hallway people. I almost missed the hallway people last year, and almost missed out my Hippo Dwarf Centaur, or my baby, as I now call it. But Josh has got lots of cool stuff. These are all the exclusive parts, I think, that they're going to have this year. So it's him and Jared from Rocket Fits Customs. Jared won't be there, but they're effectively sharing a table. And they're also going to have somebody else on their table as well who does those really dramatic paint changing light Cosmic Customs.
He's low. Is that name? Where low fidelity custom?
Low fidelity, yes. Their stuff will be there as well. Yeah.
I've got to find the urge with some of them. Then more.
I thought you might, Mal. Yeah. So the top left here we have like a Oriental, really tall helmet. I love these tall helmets. They're just so cool. With a couple of spikes coming out of there, and a face mask, and a couple of swords. The two top right ones there are troll scale exclusive heads they've got. So there's one called Spike Head, which is like a shark sort of look, a bit like the kaiju from Pacific Rim. And then you have a Godzilla type. I'll say Godzilla type. It's not meant to be Godzilla, but it's that sort of look.
It's got a vibe, but yeah.
Head as well, yeah. So if you want custom heads for your trolls, absolutely check him out. In the middle there, you've got a goat wearing a very cool helmet with the horns coming out of. That's very cool. I got something about goats. I just like, ooh, goat warrior. Here we go. And then the bottom row there, these are 2 packs. So these are designed to go with the Crossroads figures, so the Revenant and the Warrior and the Shirel and the Nymph. Thank you. So the Nymph
the
and
2.0 ones, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you've got like an elf priestess or elf queen head there with a big pointy ears and the tiara, and then some sort of crazy banshee type woman with long hair and a tongue sticking out and this sort of stuff. And then the male 1.0 builds, you've got a really cool helmet with a faceplate, and the faceplate is like an animal of some sort. And then on the second one along there is a helmet with lots of big horns and spikes and that sort of thing. And then they're going to have a translucent piece that goes in the middle. So it's got that sort of ghostly glow effect.
Very cool.
And then lastly, on the right-hand side there, he's going to have a small quantity, apparently, of these. But these are the rocket packs for the cosmic stuff. So again, it's like booster packs and like translucent flame pieces coming out, which I meant to pick one up last year and forgot. But they'll have some of these. Next, we have table 12, Dan Tobin. Dan's a really good lad. He loves doing the dragon heads. So he's going to have at least these 4. So they're paint matched up to match all the ogre scale dragons, basically. So you've got Scourge, Stavros,
Arakagor, and
Kragnar. Thank you, guys. I had a total block there. But yes, so these are really cool dragon heads, like really big, dramatic horns and that sort of stuff.
Incredible, actually.
I bet they do, yeah. And they're paint matched. He's really good at the paint matching side of things as well. So and you can see in the picture, the bottom left there, how they look on the figures. Yeah. And then he'll have a range of other heads as well. Dan. So yeah, I say his paint match stuff's really good. I'm hoping he might have one paint matched in Indian infantry because he showed one earlier in the year, which I really liked. Which I didn't deliberately leave off, unusually for me. I just wasn't sure if you'd have that. The next person I've already spent a small fortune with before we even get to Legion's Con. I think I'm picking up 20 pieces from Corey, I think, when I get there.
Oh my God.
You're funding his Legion's Con, I bet.
Basically, I'm funding his trip, yeah.
Yeah, part of it, at least.
Is good friend, Corey Schwarzenhofer. He'll be at the highly posable table, which is table 59. Corey does some really cool stuff. He's renowned for how quickly he paints stuff. It's insane how quickly he can paint things. But he's got a real cool range of stuff. So he's got some helmets here, like a knight helmet with like a chaos type thing coming through with the giant teeth and big tongues, and the painted in all sorts of different colours and that sort of stuff. Yeah, proper nightmare fuel. Then he's got a really cool range of face plates to insert into Elijah and that sort of stuff. I think mainly Elijah. So you've got a vampire one there in the top middle. You've got a human with a goatee and sort of facial scars, bottom middle. A human with a goatee and no facial scars. Then a zombie one. Then you've got the cephalopod ones. They're really cool. I've already pre-ordered a cephalopod. In fact, I pre-ordered most of this stuff, let's be honest. But the cephalopod
Tell
ones.
Tell us what you didn't order.
Yeah. And then another human. What didn't I order? Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no, we don't need to know. Come on.
No. But then he's got loads of other painted heads as well. So you've got a couple of examples of the Mowaway lions there. Corey will have a range of these. So he's showing me he's got some like quick paint type ones so that the skin looks very realistic on the face. And then he's got some other ones which are more like traditional paint sort of style. So there's a couple of different lion ones there. Again, I pre-ordered a lion from him. He has he has one underneath that, which is like a four-eyed skeletal demon with 3 points coming out of the head. It's totally bonkers. Again, I pre-ordered one of those. In the middle there, he has like an elf or a gnome wizard with an absolutely giant pointed hat, beard, big pointy ears. That's very cool. And then Mal, he's got one of those Labubu type.
If you've got any of them left when
rabbit heads, yeah.
He's got 3, and all 3 were really cool.
Really cool, weren't they? He's got a range of colours for that sort of stuff. And then the unpainted stuff on the right, I should have checked this with him, but I think is exclusives for his table. So there's a range of stuff there. So you've got female sculpt with goggles on her forehead and big hair sticking up. Another female with a cool hat. There's a banana face with sunglasses. I'm trying desperately to find a way to make that work in something. There's a Cyclops Sasquatch type thing on the left there, which looks really cool. He should have painted one of those. Looks amazing. Then there is like a bogey troll type thing. It's a 1.0 scale on the bottom right there. And there's a painted version on the screen as well for those looking, which looks like it's got bogies coming out of its nose and ears and all this sort of stuff. Very cool sculpts. But Corey's got a great range of stuff, very reasonably priced as well.
The wizard is my favorite on this one.
It's good, isn't it? Yeah.
Immortal Collections.
Immortal Collections. So our table mates. So right next to us, Carlo and Tristan. Time. Yeah, 2 really good guys. Even if Carlo almost killed Mal last year with that Christmas cake, which Mal couldn't eat in one go.
I have a bad feeling there might be more of that this year.
Yeah, I think there's a very good chance to be more of that this year. Yeah. I think they've got Immortal Collections are famous for not showing much and then turning up with a few different pieces that they've not shown.
Showstoppers.
Do swing by their table. They had the amazing train track mine cart train track last year on the table, but they've done a staff topper here, which is a dragon coiling round like a gem sort of thing. That's fabulous. Tristan actually today showed an updated version of this. Looks really, really good. And then there's a big. It's like an ogre scale cosmic body.
Yeah.
It's like a Geiger type sort of look to it. Lots of ports and all this sort of thing. So
they did a custom of it, didn't they?
They done a couple of years ago, yeah.
First year we went, that was on their table.
3 years ago now, yes.
Yeah.
Because they had the light up arms and not arms, energy beams coming out of it, didn't
suspicion someone at the studio owns it.
Oh, really?
Might be wrong though.
Oh, that could be that one, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, great pieces and really good lads.
I think this was the one where somebody saw it in the background of a video of an interview, somebody that was interviewed in the studio, and they thought that was a teaser.
Yeah.
A new Cosmic.
I think that is that one.
Jeff Diss.
Yeah, so
Rogues
Jeff Diss, who's at the Rogues Gallery table, which is table 84. Again, I think that's a hallway table. I don't know, Jeff, but there's bonkers stuff. It's like full-on bonkers stuff. So on the left-hand side there, you've got like rock people. So you've got one with like loads of moss and this sort of stuff, another one with lava and all this sort of stuff. I think they're quite big, those as well. So I think they're at least ogre scale. And then there's a goblin mount on the right-hand side there. Again, I think it's all exclusive or, very much customized stuff. Giant teeth, huge wolf paws and that sort of thing. So if you want something a bit different, a bit quirky, absolutely check their table out. Then we have Lenny Kingpin Patino. Lenny's been quiet for quite a while, but has started posting some stuff now that he's going to have. And Lenny's an awesome dude. A lot of time for Lenny. So on the left-hand side there, you've got a dirtied up Knight of Ethros. It's got all the soft goods and that, but they're very much like, weathered and this sort of thing, and a cool helmet. Then you've got like a barbarian type thing, but like an Eastern flavor to it. So it's got a Mythic Bits head with like a monk head with bald head, but with the hairpiece coming up and a knitting needle type thing through it. It's not a knitting needle, but it's that sort of thing through it. And a cool sword. And then they were trying, I'm not sure if they're going to have these, but they said they were trying to do them. Chariots. So printed chariots with the wheels and everything. And you can see there it fits a knight perfectly sort of thing. So he said he was going to try and get some of those there for the show. And then if just some customs he did. So on the far right, you got a Jax from Mortal Kombat. Really cool. Mortal Kombat. Yeah. As my family arrive home and look at me as if I've lost my mind in the background there. On the right-hand side, and then there's a couple of knights too, and these use some exclusive pieces to Lenny. So you got the wyvern on the left-hand side. You got the wyvern dragon type torso, and then the snake dragon type torso, and one in the middle. There's some really cool customs,
like 80s cartoon vibes, haven't they? You imagine it being like a bit sort of trying to get the He-Man love of a mix of sort of sci-fi and fantasy.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Dusty, Dang Studios, April 29th. Dusty Standiford.
Yes.
And Ange.
So you have Dusty, who you may or may not see it on Sunday, depending on how his arm wrestling with Stephen Bisciotti goes. If he gets his arm snapped off, then he won't be there. If more likely he's wearing Stephen Bisciotti's arm around his neck, then it went well for him. But Dusty does the colouring books. So it's Dang Studios, Table 29. They've done some awesome colouring books the last couple of years. They did a Mythic one, then they did a Cosmic one. And this year, I might actually get one. I haven't done before, but they do a Little Legions or a Little Legions one. So it's like cutesy kid characters of the figures. So they've got a colouring book, but they've also got acrylic keychains too. Some really cool acrylic keychains. One of the Little Legions and one of the Dragon.
There's all sorts of artistic stuff on his table.
There is, yeah.
Bunch of stuff. So
yeah. And Dusty and Ange are the nicest people. They looked after us our first Legions con selling. They're awesome folk. So
yeah, made sure we were watered and fed.
There, indeed.
Borderland
then near neighbours to us again, Borderland Horde. They've not shown as much as they're going to have. I think Borderland Horde are another one of these groups that they'll show a few things and then you'll turn up at Legions Con and there'll be tons of stuff there. But the first one on the left there is a Cosmic Shark. Now, I have this sculpt and I've had it painted up. But I'm almost tempted to buy this one as well because it goes so well with that Velok Spear body. It looks amazing. But it's like a cybernetic shark, and they've got 3 different versions. There's not 3 different sharks, sorry. There's like a great white one, there's a hammerhead one, and there's a swordfish one. All of which I've had painted up and arrived earlier today, actually. They're in a box over there, which I've been too busy to open, but they're awesome. And they're going to go with my Tusk Experiment AA, whatever figure. In the middle, again, another one painted to go with Velok. It's a cyber bear. So it's a bear wearing the helmet and the sort of space goggles sort of look again. And then you have, and I can't remember what they're called.
A mimic.
But thank you, a mimic. So it's the chest with the tongue and the teeth coming out of. They've done it as a full custom here. But they'll be selling the unpainted bits as well, sort of thing. So it's like, the torso and the head is basically the mimic chest. And it looks really cool. Got to be honest, it looks really cool.
Yeah.
Bonkers, but cool. Arthas. I'd say Arthur doesn't get enough attention. People are talking about him a bit more now.
His
display table is phenomenal. Even if you don't buy anything from Arthur's, just go past and look at his table. It's table 79, so it's right at the back of the hall. But his stuff's amazing. So some of the full customs he's got, and there is one missing here because I fully intend to buy one from him. There is the left-hand side there is a bride. Again, Arthas is very good with his like female paint jobs and the soft goods and that sort of thing. So there's a bride there wearing a full wedding dress, the veil, the bouquet of flowers, all this sort of stuff. I don't know how you'd use it in Mythic or Cosmic, but if you just want just a cool figure, then that's available.
It's an art piece,
Yeah. Then in the middle there is like a cabaret dancer type sort of look. Again, really amazing soft goods, fabulous paint job. There's a garter on display. If you want a character with a little bit of garter going, this is the one for you. And then on the far right, there's a 4-armed lion, which I believe is like a Thai or an Indian god type figure. I apologize, I don't know the names. But again, brilliantly painted Moaway lion head, loads of soft goods, like all arts. Customs, lots of soft goods, just a great looking figure. Then we have a turtle, which may or may not be available depending how quickly Mal gets to Art's table. So it's a cool table. It's like it's painted. Is that black or dark brown sort of look? And
it's black, isn't it? It might be a mixture of black and dark.
But again,
brown,
some cool soft goods with it. It's an amazing. The shell that it's got on its back. There's an amazing symbol drawn on that. It's a really beautiful piece. And then on the far right, you have, I'm going to go Red Riding Hood. It's that sort of look. So again, a female sculpt, big soft goods coat, a little basket, carry the wolf's head in if she turns out to be a badass Red Riding Hood, or some apples otherwise. But a fabulous figure again. And Art also constantly changes up his table. So you walk past it and there'll be particular figures on display. and you'll go past it half an hour later and they'll be all different. So check out his table.
Putting us to shame, huh?
Whew, my voice is going now, but we're getting there.
Two more to go.
So this is the daddy of my hippo centaur dwarf from last year, Israelop Majorada. I apologize, Israel, I butchered that name. He's with the Honey Pot Projects. That's him and another guy at table 77. They were in the hall last year. They're in the main room this year. Lots of like full-on bonkers, sort of like Mesoamerican inspired customs. But they got loads of painted heads still. I got an amazing dwarf head from them last year with like a massive beard, like down to the floor sort of beard, to the point I need to make a slightly bigger dwarf so the beard's not on the floor. They've got some troll scaled heads. There's a helmeted minotaur head there on the top left, and then a big hat, like jaguar head, top middle there. Then they've done some cosmic Mesoamerican style stuff. So it's the bottom left two and then the far right one. So you've got like the Aztec or Mayan sort of warrior look, be it an eagle or an undead sort of thing, but it's got those like cosmic little bits to them sort of thing as well. I mean, you could probably get away with using a lot of them for Mythics, but there's some really cool sculpts there. Heads and torsos sort of thing. There's a really cool undead one with a skeleton screaming. And then a load of feather headdress. And then they've have an elephant head there as well. Again, I think it's the troll scale one to go with the other two. Very fancy. It's got like a cool helmet on and that sort of thing. So very cool. Definitely check their table out. Even if you don't, again, it's another one of those ones, even if you don't buy anything, there's so much cool stuff to see.
And last but not least.
And then last, but absolutely by no means least, is our very good friend Trevor Williams, aka 1/6 Shooter, who's at table 28. Trevor will have his calendars, as he always has. They're fabulous. Do get a calendar from him. I've got one each year. We've been there. Yeah. And he'll also have a lunchbox again. So last year he did lunchbox for the first time, and this year he's doing this lunchbox here, which you see on the screen. So on one side of the lunchbox is the 4 leaders of the Legions of Light. So Artemis, the Dick, Hera, and Gideon. Attila, sorry, yes. And then on the other side, you've got the 4 dark gods, Apoxus, Lithia, Necronominus, and Arathir. Thank you, yep. Then you've got some douchebag barbarian on one of the sides. I think it's Atlas or something like that he's called. And then Scapula. On the other side. So really cool photographs taken by Trevor on a lunchbox. I think I've heard people say if you're a glass collector or painted head collector, you buy the lunchbox and then transport them back, those things back in the lunchbox. But yeah, go and check Trevor out. And I think Nate will have his book there as well that him and Emil did, which is the 3 words that saved Christmas.
Yes.
I think, yes. Yeah.
Yep.
So they're going to have some of those there as well.
2 words that say
2 words,
Christmas, isn't it?
Well, there's no need for that hand signal, Mal. That's just rude. But yeah, so there's basically you can spend an absolute fortune at Legions Con. I will. I'm whispering that because everyone's back now.
And I don't need.
I was waving. I got my dollars out earlier. I was waving them at the family, going like, "I got loads of dollars." And my wife was like, "Is that a good thing?" I was like, "Well, I don't know, but I got a lot of
for you. It's not good for her."
Yeah, I just put my passport and my dollars that I have in the safe from last year.
You did about $2.4 million from last year, didn't you, John? Saved up?
No. I had a few. enough that I don't need to get dollars out this time. So
yes,
that's any indication.
I overspent.
I already had a dream a month ago about forgetting my dollars.
Oh, really?
So now I've put my passport with the dollars inside it in the safe. So if I forget the passport and the dollars, well, I can't go, you know?
I had a proper stress dream when I was up in Anglesey at the weekend where I was at Legions Con and for some reason my wife and child were there as well, which was, and it clearly wasn't Legions Con. It was Legions Con, but it wasn't. It wasn't that hotel. It wasn't anything like that. But I got there late. I forgot stuff. I couldn't find things. Nothing was selling.
Con.
I woke up in like a panic, basically. It was like, oh my God.
Yeah, I've had a few dreams about Legions Con already. So can you only imagine?
Yeah.
Right. very quickly, so Archer Hawk in our Discord asked what about following LegionsCon from home. We thought that was a good idea to shout out where you could. So I'm going to put them up on the screen here, and I have them divided up into YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Let's go to YouTube first. So I have the actual handles here, so the @, so you can see them here. If you want to follow all these, I think you get a lot of your LegionsCon coverage coming to you kind of automatically. So YouTube, @Hedgehog Action. That's Jonathan Donut, his channel. He usually does live streams from con floors. He does it from various cons around his area as well, the ones that he goes to. He definitely covers LegionsCon. The Legions ladies on YouTube, so they said that they will definitely be doing interviews, live streams, and they of course have their live show on the Thursday night before LegionsCon. So follow them for that. Official Purple Gang, they'll be putting up their usual eclectic stuff, plus of course their live show that they'll be doing on the Friday night, a bit after us, I suppose.
How long do you reckon that live show is going to run? 6-7 hours?
It's possible.
Yeah.
No, the Purple Gang are fairly tight to their time. It's the one Offworld. They do really long ones.
I think the Purple Gang show last year was a good few hours.
Oh, maybe the live one, but I mean then that just goes out off the rails, I guess, because there's people coming up.
Yeah, well, they had people tagging in and out,
Will White, so Billy Beige Customs. He's great for his coverage of LegionsCon, and he'll get a lot of stuff there during LegionsCon, hopefully, and definitely after. Just Shelve It, so they do, that's Curtis and Jesse, their show Shooting the Shelf. The Sunday night from LegionsCon, they will do a wrap-up live stream from the hall. We'll be there watching it, so you might get your little hint from Jeremy for next year. Can't believe we'll be there then.
I will make it through the show this year too. Last year I went to bed halfway through because I was so tired, but I'm going to man up this year.
Dorclair, I think we're all following Dorclair. Don't need to say much more. Bill has great reviews. He does he's probably most famous now in Legions for doing the Figura Obscura first reviews, but he does lots of the Legions figures, and he will often put stuff up, maybe more on his Instagram, which we'll get to for the kind of at the time. New to Mythic, so that's Greg Schmerber. He's doing a recording at LegionsCon as well, and I'm sure will have coverage, so follow him. Big Dub. Big Dub always has a big LegionsCon rap video. He's filming the whole time he's there, so Big Dub will definitely have stuff. Toy Bro, again, like Dorclair, does all the reviews and stuff, so if there's any secret drops or surprise drops like the Indian Infantry, he might have a review up fairly quickly. Art by Ackerman, I don't know if Curtis will also be doing stuff from LegionsCon at the time, but he will definitely do some coverage of Legions Con through his channel one way or another, either maybe during or after. And Adam Power channel, that's Iz Ramirez. He's probably been at the first G-Con, where he did a lot of behind the scenes stuff, videos and stuff like that. He'll have some great stuff as usual, a lot of behind the scenes stuff. He'll be in the studio and get a lot of coverage from there. Onto Instagram, our friend Kevin Boots, he'll have a bunch of photos and stuff on his Instagram. Definitely worth following Kevin, not just for LegionsCon. Legions Ladies Official on Instagram. So Stacey told me she'd be putting up stuff from LegionsCon on their channel there, especially the story. So check out Legions Ladies story. Cloud Network, Cloud_Network. That's Cloud, funnily enough, who's going to be putting up stuff from LegionsCon on Instagram. So check that out. I think this guy's name is Carlos, the Badass Reviews. He does lots of interviews at Legion's Con. I remember him interviewing Jim last year during intern. So he'll have coverage there. The Door Clear, of course, Bill will definitely have stuff on his Instagram. The Saturday Morning Toy Collector. He, I think his name is Mark. He does also a lot of coverage about Legions and Legions Gone. Cullen Culp, Toy Culprits, millions of photos, maybe more so in the Cabal, but Cullen will definitely have stuff on Instagram too. And I don't know if Nolan Collects will have stuff or if he's going to Legions Con, because I know he was on a break from his YouTube, but worth.
I think he's coming this year. I'm not sure he's going to be you to Instagram him, but he's definitely coming this year. Yeah, I saw a post by him saying he would.
And then, of course, you should follow the Mythic Legions Cabal group. There'll be lots of stuff in there. Brad Jones from the Legion's Lair said he will be doing a live stream in the Cabal at some stage, so watch out for that. I'm sure he will publicize the exact time in advance. So
he usually sticks like a video or two up in the Cabal as well anyway, doesn't he?
Yeah. And Cullen is the man for collating all the photos, either collecting other people's photos, but he is literally the whole weekend. If you see him, he's taking a photograph of you. So
good documentary. Documenter of it.
You might need to. He should probably hand out like waiver forms. Yeah.
Are you meant to be here, or are you meant to be working?
You know what? Maybe that's in the small print of the ticket.
Yes.
It might be an easier way of covering that, or maybe they don't have the laws like that here. I don't know. Or there.
I remember donkey's years ago when I was at university, and I got interviewed about a new, this how long ago it was, a Mega Drive game that was coming out that had been done by
our American friends.
Yes, had been made by a company based in Cardiff in Wales, where I was in university. And I was meant to be in a lecture, and they were interviewing me because I was in a Virgin Megastore playing this game. And then they put me on the news, and I'm like, oh God, the lecturer isn't watching that then.
Yeah, the news is a tough one because anybody could be watching the news.
Exactly, yeah. It's just like, oh my God.
Whereas if you're on a random YouTube video, that's a bit different. Right. For some reason, my radiator doesn't seem to be working, so I'm freezing. So let's do the armory quickly, what we're going to get, and then let's get out of here and get to Legion's Con. How about that?
Sounds amazing.
Although we will have a live stream. We will have a live stream tomorrow night after this goes out. So
yes, it's a Legion's Con and G-Con quiz with some awesome guests. So you know, if you want to build your excitement even more for Legion's Con, tune into that. You can answer, you know, in the comments and this sort of stuff.
Yeah,
I don't want to get people too excited, but there will be some Rich Jones original art in there as well. Yeah. And I know Mal in particular loves that. So
yeah, so
it's amazing.
It's 4 p.m. Eastern time in the US. I think that's 8 p.m. UK and 9 p.m. here in Central Europe where I am. So get onto that. Also, our live show at Legion's Con will be after G-Con, and we'll have a bunch of giveaways and stuff. So get excited for that. And we put a post up on social media before then of what.
We are trying to work out how we can provide a little bit of food as well if people are hungry at that point.
Matt Drake has,
get people in. Good,
volunteered to help me sort a bit of that out. So all going well, we'll have at least nibbles and snacks and stuff, that keeps you going. You know, we're not going to not going to be your dinner, but you know, it'll get you to dinner. How about that? Yeah. Right, how do we want to do this then? Rich, yours is all in one go. So do you want to have a little break from talking, and myself and Mal will?
You boys go for it first. That's fine.
Right, this is me first. So number one, I have this one here. So I've gone for I've done it based on the torso. So the first one I wanted to get was a dark skin torso. So I went for this one with the red pauldrons, the kind of Poxus red pauldrons in red, and the Red Death skirt piece in red. Leather boots, black pants. I think that is the best lower half. I believe that's exclusive to Legion's Con. So that's a tough one to miss out on. That could be one that'll go quickly. And then the head here that I picked. So you get the kind of unhelmeted head as a default with the torso. So the head I've picked here is the Jacob Marley secret head. I think that's the best way of describing it.
Yeah.
With the kind of reddish tones on the reddish bronzy tones on the metal and the orange flames coming out of it. So thought that was a cool one. I like this. The main thing you really choose in these is to differentiate them is the pauldrons and belt pieces. That's the kind of main differentiator, and then the helmeted head at the end. Otherwise, it's pretty streamlined on what you can pick. I kind of ignored a lot of the armored lower halves.
That's probably the more fair way to put it, isn't it? Yeah. If you're like us and you are more focused on a particular type of leg, it's quite streamlined. Yeah. There will be people who want the other legs.
Yeah, of course. So, yeah, and they
maybe have more choice from that perspective.
Got too much at the armory last year,
Yeah.
Or it could be just a specific color in there. Lots of bright silver, which I guess people might be interested in with the Silver Knight too. Mixing and matching with that. Right, let's get over to your first one, Mal.
Yeah, so it's not one. I've kind of put the two like skin tones, of the same skin tone on the slide. So it'll be either that one or that one, or a mix of the two. And I've kind of gone with the sort of thing you've done. I've tried to get build stuff out of the exclusive parts that I like. So I'll either go with sort of the red trousers and black boots, ignoring the tail. I don't know why I put the tail on it in the end.
It comes with it, Mal. You may as well advertise it.
That's it.
Yeah, I put the tail in all of mine, even though it doesn't go on some of them. Why not?
Yeah, who doesn't want a Caucasian-coloured tail?
It's so weird, but it'll be good for custom and using for other things. There's some people have done some really creative stuff with that tail, haven't they?
It'll be good for all those dog customs, Rich. You just snip off the kind of demony bit at the end and smooth it out and paint it.
This is true.
I've sort of the black leather belt, and because I'm also very focused on the belt pieces for the waist for me.
You're a belt addict, Mal.
I just think they're really cool. I think a little bit of me's going, well, what can I use for? I want barbarian type customs. I want things I can use in cosmic. So those belts kind of fit those things a lot. And then the dark sort of metal for the shoulders and the wrists, and then I don't think it's the dark metal for the head. It's the lighter metal, I think, isn't it, with the gold trim. But I like the match. It doesn't really go, but again, it's more parts. It goes with. I like the colour of the effect and the that shape. Or I'll go for this guy who I've got again the exclusive black trousers, brown leather belt with the white cloth or grey cloth, because I love that cloth bit that what do you call it, like sort of the crotch piece. The cloth versions of them are very cool. Gone with the black shiny armor pieces because I really like those shoulders that have got they look a bit knocked about, and the chainmail, is it? They came with Poxus originally first, I think, didn't they? And then the legendary barbarian. And the more I looked at the, what's it called? Sort of the gladiator helmet. It's not gladiator helmet, is it? It's more
Mercurian helmet.
Mercurian helmet. This black one with the bronze trim, is it? Or copper trim, whatever. Yeah. Just looks so cool that I might end up going with that instead. We'll see. It may be a combination of the two in the end. If I can get more, I'll get both, if that's a possibility.
Very cool. We should shout out cool. Kirby Smith here as well, with who's enabled us to do all these really easily with his amazing little piece of software that he did for doing all this.
I will say this is something I'm going to miss out on, so I might have to do a trip back. But I think these are the bits that are going to go really quickly. These shoulder pads are so cool.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, so I did red, so Fury skinned here, red one. I wanted to get these shoulder pauldrons, as you say, and these shoulder pauldrons especially, and they come with this skirt piece. And then I was like, I can't really do the black pants with the brown boots again, so I went with the shiny metallic legs.
That looks really, really
black
good,
leather boots. Yeah. And then what head goes with it? I went with the Calavius head in the black, the kind of shiny black to match the legs and the pauldron. So I think this one is quite coherent.
Yeah,
way better than what I'd end up doing just on the hoof. So
I think that looks
those colours
really
work
cool.
really well. Yeah,
and the tail really works with that as well. Gives off that sort of demonic vibes.
Absolutely. Right, Mal, your next one.
And then I want one of the other ones. One of my builds, I want to get the darker skin, the dark torso. They're the two main ones I want. Is the Caucasian skin and then the sort of dark skin tone. The grey one's quite cool, but I'm not so fussed by the white and the green one. And I've they're similar builds to the Caucasian torso, but with different colours and different and so I've got either the red trousers again because I really like them, and this one I think I don't know, because when I made the other one I really like that one as well. But I've gone with the red armour because I think that looks really cool, but then that works really well with the red Mercurian helmet, which also looks so badass. And this one I'd go with the black belt with the red cloth piece, because again, it's just awesome pieces. And other build like this again, the black trousers, brown leather belt, but it's more because I thought that that armor set looked really good with that head. The helmet, which is the dark metal armor set, and then the dark metal head with the flames coming out of it. I just think, there's bits where the pieces just go together so well that you kind of want to stick them together more than
true.
So those four are my initial. If I can get all four, I'll get all four. If not, I'll get a combination of two of them or three of them or whatever.
Right, Rich, do you want to do a few?
Absolutely. Bring it on. So the first three here, starting from the left, these were ones where I was just shoving random stuff together because I wanted that particular accessory set or that particular set of arms or legs.
These look like what I could end up with.
Yeah, basically, yeah. These are yours, John, basically, yeah. So the far left, we've got the leather type pauldrons in the sort of dark red colour. I love that dark red colour scheme. And then you've got the bright silver metal trousers and the brown boots, which shouldn't go together, but randomly do. I do quite like those. And then you've got the dark grey body, which again you can use for pretty much anything. And then the cool Mercurian helmet with the stripes on. Then you have a Fury one, again, with a dark red accessory sets. I want a few of those for, I'm going to buy some of the ready built white skinned characters as like a vampire subset sort of thing. So I want lots of the different red accessory sets with it. So here you got the ones with the skulls and like the coil on the pauldrons. You got the black cloth legs and brown boots. And then you've got the dark red head with the Jacob Marley surprise mask and the coloured things coming out of it. I think it might have been Joe Vassapolo showed that head on a Vorgus Familius 2, I think it was, and it looked amazing. So I want to do that combination. Then you have Caucasian flesh tone. Can I just say at this point as well, actually, it pains me to do any of these things because they've all got barbarian fair skin, but I'll get past it. I'm a grown up. Sort sometimes. So you got the Caucasian skin bit, then you got the blue cloth legs and the brown boots, again, just because it's a cool color combination. The really sort of grungy type pauldrons are sort of like a bronze and black sort of look. Again, the skull one, which is really cool. And then a Jacob Marley mask with the green eye flames, as they were. So those are my three that was just random stuff put together because I wanted each of those bits. And again, strange enough, me being me, I've got a spreadsheet listing, right? Okay, I want that head for that custom. I want those legs for that custom, etc., etc. And then the far right is when I came to my senses a little bit and go, right, okay, let's start putting some things together that actually work. So this has got the grey torso and arms. It's got the sort of what's the word? The metal legs, the sort of tarnished metal look, sort of legs, and
dark
the
metal. I keep calling it, but yeah, you're
and
right,
like the black boots. It's got like the tarnished metal pauldrons with the grey cloth loin piece, and then again the sort of tarnished, not tarnished metal, the sort of bronzy black Mercurian helmet, which goes really well with that.
Yeah,
I think that's
the
pretty
one
cool.
you had on yours as well, Matt.
Yeah, it looks
Right, if you're in the flow, you might as well do the last few viewers then.
And then these at this point, I was like, do you know what? Let's start focusing on some exclusive bits. Let's go for stuff that I can actually, get that other people can't
Flip.
get. No. But some exclusive things that I can use for some cool costumes in the future. Thank you very much. So again, you got the black cloth legs and brown boots on the first two. You see where I'm going with this. Then you got the pauldron sets, two different colors. You got the one on the left is the bright silver, and then the sort of tarnished silver sort of thing. Those are the best pauldrons in the line. Those ones that came in boxes with the chainmail coming out underneath. The cloth loin pieces is just really cool. I'm not fussed about the belts and like Mal, but those color loin pieces are really good. And then one on the left, you got the green torso. I didn't think I'd want a green torso other than the pre-build, which I'll get. But actually, it looks really quite good as a gladiator, particularly with, I think, with the lighter color, sort of steel sort of colors. So there's that Calavius head there with that color. Second one along, again, the same sort of helmet, but again, it's in the bronzy black sort of combination to go with the red fury skin tone. Then you have like a vampire type gladiator here. Again, tarnished metal legs, black boots, that same loincloth again, and then one of the deluxe gladiator helmets. Again, in the tarnished look, that's quite cool. And then my favourite one is the last one here, which you boys, I think, have both included these parts as well. It's the striped Mercurian helmet, and then it's the gloss black skull pauldrons, waist piece, the black shiny cloth legs, and the black boots with the darker flesh tone. I'm 100% putting that one together. That's my first build. I think that just looks like a badass gladiator.
Yeah, it somehow has an 80s vibe to me, and I don't know why.
It does. It's the sort of thing you can see in a music video from the 80s.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's like doing some weird dance moves in the background, sort of thing. Yeah, while some female singers going. Yeah,
right. And my final few. So this is especially for you, Rich. Cool. So this is the Caucasian skin tone with obviously the Magnus head comes in it by default, and I went with the Jacob Marley light silver head with the green, kind of teal green flames coming out of it. So then this is all light silver stuff. So those skull pauldrons that were in the glossy black on Rich's last one there, now here in the bright silver, and the silver upper legs with the brown boots. So still getting boots. I think that looks cool.
I love that build. That's a really good build.
Yeah, I think that's really
especially
cool.
the helmeted one. Could do, and we have them. Could maybe do with some chest straps. But we have loads of them that we can put on afterwards.
Yeah, I was going to say that there's got so many old belts and that, and we can put a couple of those across, no problem.
Green one. So pretty simple build here. Went for the black. No, we're not going to get this black and brown boot. Lower legs enough, are we? We're going to have to do do them.
They made 2,000 of those sort of things because they're going to go like mad.
Going to have to do these. Put them in your very first 2 builds. Just grab those lower legs,
basically.
Yeah. With the brown belt to go with the brown boots, Mal has done that on another build, and then another. I love that Jacob Marley head. Going to try and get as many of them as I can, I think. And with the green flames, looks great here with the green body.
Yeah.
And then finally,
that's cool.
A greyish blue one, and this one looks very. I know that a lot of the figures and even the pre-biz the Horseman did, it's kind of contrasting, complementary colors. Here I just went for kind of the one drab tone, but it kind of works together as a build. And maybe this is a direct reaction for the mess I made of a few of them last year. But again, with the Pox's shoulder pauldrons, this is the Novian lean upper legs, I think. That shade of blue. And the leather boots that are they look a bit weathered, almost the toe, or maybe it's the light. And then I also went for that Mercurian helmet with the kind of copper color on it. So, c'est la vie, that is it. Armory, let's see how we go. So in a few episodes' time, coming up to Christmas or so, when we review what we got at Legion's Con, you see how much we deviated.
Yeah, either we'll have nothing but brown boots and black cloth legs, or they'll be just.
We were talking about
stuff.
Mal's underwear there. Right, that's it. I think. Next stop, Legion's Con. Next recording will be the Legion's Con live show that we do, or in front of a live audience recording. And then we'll do a live stream, of course, tomorrow, as we mentioned already. So, in the meantime, see us all at the crossroads.
Remember, everybody, stay safe out there. Particularly if you're going to stay safe at Legion's Con, avoid the tomato pie.
Have you heard the tale of the crossroads and the keepers who stand upon its aisles? They'll grant a boon to those who seek them out, but first you must pass their trials. For choices lie before you. Which road shall you select? Which keeper will you face? Which prize do you wish to collect? Fail to defeat the warrior, and your blood shall forever stain the ground where you fall. If you're unable to solve the nymph's riddles, you will be hopefully lost in her thrall. Lose to the churel and the games that she constructs with her rage, and your soul she will devour while she carries your head inside a cage. Dare to face the revenant, and with your final breath, you will realise that immortality is lost to you, and there is a fate that is truly worse than death. These are the paths before you now. Which road will you choose? Your boon is waiting to be claimed, so long as you do not lose. Make your choice, play their games, and pray you survive the day. The keepers are waiting for you now at the place called Du Fathrasene.